All right, so after you have completed the running record and you've gone back and put in the words that were in the actual text, one of the first things, well, actually the first thing you need to do is write down how the reading sounded. So you can see my running record went right up to the bottom of the page, so I just did it off to the side here. But you always want to make a note about how that reading sounds because that can play into the analysis part. It's pretty important. So in this case, she was phrased and expressive, but it was very slow and there were a lot of long pauses at difficulty. So always put in there how that reading sounded and your gut feeling about that. If you're not sure how reading sounds or what you should be writing in there, I would encourage you to go to the Fountas and Pinnell rubric where they have the 6 dimensions of fluency, and you can really think about how the reading sounded and use that rubric to help you come up with the words or the terms that help you determine how that child's reading sounded. So the next thing that you're going to do is people like to figure out that accuracy rate to see if the book was easier instructional or hard, and also that self-correction ratio. So in this text there were 154 words total. She had 12 errors and 9 self-corrects. So I have my calculator here, and I'm just going to take the 150 word total and subtract out 12 errors. So 142 errors she read correctly, and I'm going to divide that by the total amount of words to get the percentage for the accuracy. And so she was at 92%, and that does fall in the instructional range. So I'll put on there 92%. Now to figure out the self-correction ratio, again I have my calculator here, I'm going to take the errors plus the self-corrects, and then I'm going to divide it by the total number of self-corrects. I'll divide that by 9. And for this we do round up because it's not 2.333 words. It's 1 out of every 3 words or 3 errors that she self-corrected. So again, this would put her in the instructional range with a 92%, and 1 to 3 self-correction ratio is an okay self-correction ratio. You really don't want to see much more than that 1 to 4, then we get concerned with that. So an okay self-correction ratio. And then there's another clip that will talk more about the analysis of those errors.